Now, another point is, if you read the Gnostic texts, they declare the serpent as being wise. And that it was used to give them knowledge, right? And again, where does this come from? Well, Jesus said, be wise as serpents and harmless as doves, right? Right. Could that be what they're taking it from? You don't know. Constantine destroyed almost all their writings, and there's no Gnostic left to explain it. No. Only the Orthodox version of the Bible survived till now. But I'm showing you, you're not reading the whole thing if you're following the Orthodox version of the Bible. That means there's things in there you don't understand, because if you look at it in an Orthodox way, it don't compare. It don't quite say the same thing, right? It's saying the Gnostics could be right, and no, even because Nebuchadnezzar is not only referred to as a tree, but also a wild beast, right? And there's one part of the male's anatomy that if you're looking at it behind a tree and it's near a tree, then might look like a serpent to you, huh? If erect. That's why I'm saying it's not straight sex either. Not saying sex alone. Normal sex either. I'm saying two forms of sex was done. Normal and anal. Which Adam might not have ever done before. Right. Eve neither, but she already had a penis in her vagina. She's already been penetrated with something. She might could handle that a little bit different than Adam. If he never had it done to him before. And Satan might have let him get both holes too. Why? It would feel the same to Adam too, until it's his turn. See, what he's doing is baiting his prize, which is not Eve, but Satan. But Adam, Adam, damn. He wants to introduce him to anal sex. That's what they're hiding from you, I know. In the language of what really happened, right? It's not straight sex, it's good and evil sex. Something he didn't count on and that made him ashamed after Satan was done. You had sex before, don't pretend you have it. When you're done, male or female, you're done, right? Once something is in you, ladies, it's in you, right? You know what I mean with that, right? Whether it's good, bad, hurts, or don't hurt. Whether you feel ashamed about it or not, right? Even if it wasn't rape and you considered and you wanted to stop as soon as he got in you, if you know what I mean. But he didn't. Okay. Because you made a deal with him or something. You see what I mean? And he wouldn't stop. Because you done made the deal. He done gave you his 2 holes. He's making sure he's completing the deal. The devil don't do that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he'll complete the deal. You had an agreement to do that. Right. And funny, though, both of them, after he ate, knew they were naked. If you read the story, right, that's exactly what it says, right? It also says they became as one of us. Wait a minute. In chapter 11, God says, let us go down there and confound their language. Who's he talking to? The angels. The angels. In fact, right? In Ezekiel 31, it talks of this great tree in Eden, the Garden of God. Hint, hint. Also called the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Which all the other trees in the garden did envy. Sounds like a human emotion to me. Not an emotion of a tree that just bears fruit all the time. They're not emotional things, are they? Do you think a tree has emotions? Right. That's the point of the Wizard of Oz. You got trees talking and trying to stop you from eating their apples. What do you think? That's a reference to the Bible. You understand why, though? Mm-hmm. It talks about the blind man seeing men as trees as well. Mm-hmm. I told you that before, too, right? The first thing, okay, he saw after Jesus made mud and spittle from the dirt, and made a little balm, right, from the spittle and mud, right, and put it on his eyes to help him see. The first thing he thought he saw was men as trees, right? You have to have at least seen a tree to know if a man looks like a tree. Where did he get that from out of the blue? Wasn't he blind? I know. So, what do you think a tree looks like? Got limbs and arms and a trunk, right? Four limbs, fingers, hair, leaves, branches, and twigs. Right. You got 5 twigs at the end of your branches. Mm-hmm. Maybe your nails are your leaves. I don't know. But it's a metaphor too, right? Same metaphor is used with King David. I am like an olive tree, right? Same metaphor is used with Nebuchadnezzar before he becomes a beast and one of the watchers declares the judgment on him, right? Who's lying there? Daniel or you? Daniel's not lying. Right, you are. Who's getting confused there? You are. You are. Not Daniel, not the writers of the Bible. You are misinterpreting the Bible because you don't want to handle Satan could be your daddy. But why is Lucas making Darth Vader the evilest Jedi around? Oh, wait a minute. He was good ones too, right? So was Satan. You get it too? Damn. But you don't care. You don't know. You don't want to know. You don't want to know you're the son of the devil or the daughter of the devil himself. But you're looking for an angel in the light. In a man. You ain't figured that one out either, huh? But you want a sex buddy. You want to have sex. Yes, you do. You like sex like I do. But then you want to condemn each other for it. Part 2 of the sentence, right, is saying, I didn't want to do it that way. When you considered doing it that way. You don't know how Satan would do it with you. I know. But you made a deal with the devil. That's the famous, do I do this deal or not? This will get me this and this and this. And it'll get me this and this and this. Money, fame. Everybody will know my name. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. Don't you? But again, sometimes you don't. Sometimes fame hurts and you want to be anonymous sometimes. You want to sneak out in the middle of the night and nobody knows who the hell you are, too. That's right. Ain't that something, right? Once you got that richness, once you're recognized everywhere you go, you kind of get tired of that too, don't you? Right. Ain't that the truth, Tom? Exactly. Everybody recognizes you wherever you go. You can't even shoot a movie somewhere and somebody not recognize you sipping a cup of coffee, right? Being an athlete can't even do a role where he's playing an alcoholic. You not think he's really an alcoholic? Huh? You know what I mean? That's probably something to do with his role for this movie, dumbass. But you want to make you real alcoholic? Someone ain't using their head. He's an actor. And He might be doing a new role in this top secret. They don't tell you they're shooting the movie, even when they're shooting the movie. But oh, he's a drunk. He's going to AA. Him and his wife are having problems now, right? Cause your nosy ass. You don't even know what's going on. But the problem is you're putting out bad information, jumping the gun, not reading, not understanding, not seeing he's a movie star. You're taking this shit as real when he's doing a part in a movie. I know. And you're not thinking. You're looking for a scandal. Not a good report anyway on Ben. So when he's doing that role and people see him acting drunk around town, they believe it, huh? No, it's still for the role, idiot. But you probably did make Jennifer wonder what the hell's going on. See, she's a real person too, right? You're messing with their marriage. I know. It's like when he shot with Anna, what's her name, from Pitch Perfect and all that, right? There was a rumor that he was with her or something, right? But they probably weren't. But what you're doing there, though, is they're shooting a movie there that's top secret. Right? Then you wonder, oh, I saw Ben with Anna. What they doing over there? And your little brain starts thinking evil thoughts. Right? You don't even know what's going on, but you're so evil in your mind. But that doesn't mean they're doing it wrong. Just like me and my stepdaughter. I'm in there on the couch. What you talking about, man? She would have to wake me up. Don't even make sense, that shit. And how you know? Me and my ex-wife were there, not you, right? If that were to happen, I'd bring her back to her mom as quickly as possible, right? Normally too, right? What you talking about? How you know about this to begin with? The person who would know would be my ex-wife first, anyway, right? And see, then you're gonna make, if I had to do something like that and have amnesia of it, you're gonna freak her out more than me, because I'm not gonna know what you're talking about. I'm not gonna know what you're saying. I'm just gonna start guessing. What do you think happened? I mean, she was in there with her mom. She would have to wake me up in the middle of the night. Anyway. And even that would be awkward because, there's not a normal reason for a child to do that unless she couldn't wake up her mom and had to go to the bathroom real bad. And had to pee or something normally. Don't you see what I'm saying? But you weren't there. Even when I blacked out 20 days ago. If the only increment I know happened between the time I left my ex-wife to move back to base anyway. I know. After she left me stranded in Tennessee. I know. And at that time, we're both trying to figure out our next move in our relationship. Is Shane going to stay with her, or is he going to move back to base? Well, she had almost a week to figure that out. From Sunday to Sunday, at the longest. Sunday to Friday at the least, right? And then I'm moving back to base, right? One of those 2 days. It's either Friday or Monday. I'm back on base, not even a week around her. Mm-hmm. And guess who would know that? Her biological dad. He wouldn't catch her to come in there normally to me, would he? And then have someone on base to attack me over it if I got locked out in my room per chance? That wouldn't be him and that friend stalking me either now, would it? I don't know either. I have amnesia of all that shit. You see what I mean? From whatever happened when I got locked out in the room. Trying to get into the room. It don't prove it happened either. But why are they on about it? See, my ex-wife ain't gonna wait till I'm on YouTube and try to attack me. She has no credibility to begin with if she waits that long. But who would? A crazy man who has a secret to keep himself? And why the particular charge of child molestation, right? Is he doing something equally as wrong in the Navy, like having anal sex with a man? See, that's still a crime against the UCMJ, and I don't even think about doing that. I know you don't do it. I know you can't do it. But if this guy is this reckless with accusing me, and I'm just an E3 diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia, he knows I can't prove anything I'm talking about if he does attack me on base as well, don't he? Right? He knows I would have a problem even understanding what the hell happened, right? Well, like I told you, a real ninja don't have to jump from the 3-story building, from the window ledge. They also might try to get back up the same way they got up in the first place. Since we can back up on the roof. Yeah, we would. Yeah, we would. The reason is the quickest way down ain't always the best, right? When you're 3 stories up. But you have 3 options there. Alright? One of them is swing back up the same way you got up in the first place. Right? And use your gymnastic skills, right? Which that's what the rules about the ninjutsu Dr. Hatsumi was teaching was about. He's trying to teach you common sense ninjutsu. I don't know. Now, but I have amnesia as if I fell from a certain point on, and the last thing I remember is letting go of the window ledge. I mean, the roof to get on the window ledge, right? Which I was fully stretched out, but only 4 inches from the window ledge. And you look before you let go. You look on the window ledge, right? And see how far you are from it, right? Now, fully stretched out, I'm about 8 feet tall. A normal window ledge is, say, between 2 to 3 feet, right? You know, from the floor. And it's still the 3rd floor. So, fully stretched out, how long would that be? At least 11 feet, maybe? Okay, and how tall is a normal barracks? About 10 feet per floor, right? Right. So, that's 23 feet. And that's just, guessing, right? In general. But even with a house window, it's so far from the floor. But you also got a layer of something between floors, too, right? At least 2 to 3 inches of that, too, right? So you just don't stack a floor on top of a floor on top of a floor either without some kind of reinforcement. Right. That's why you can't build a building but so high without making certain precautions like for wind variations, right? And that's how they can do that, right? How do you think they got the plane into the building, right? In the first place, right? With 9/11 and all that. They're not trying to follow protocol that was built into the building, but instead crashed into it, right? Now, whatever makes it fall as quickly or however it went down after that has to do with the internal design of it too, right? See, it's designed to be both flexible and, durable. But that could also be why it fell so quickly, too. They said it kind of happened real fast that the building collapsed as well. Well, that's the lightweight material, the higher you get, but it's also about to be sturdy and stuff like that, too, right? Because of the wind velocity as you get higher. It changes things. It changes things. Right. Now, this is just general knowledge, though. You can look it up if you don't believe me. Like I said, most of my stuff I look up on the internet myself. But here's the point. If your shipmates give you a work card, right? And tell you, go do this job. And the work card has the location of the job. But that's all they give you. You only think that's all you need, right? Yeah. Even if they show you a bunch of books on the shelf, which you don't see them using themselves either. The E3 book, you just fill that out. Basically, right. If you're in the Navy, I know. But it's the E4 that's you're gonna have to understand your job, right? Well, like I said, no one's showing me what to do. I know. And I'm doing what they're telling me to do. That's all I can do, right? I don't know any more about it than he gave me the work card and acted like I could do the job off the work card, so I didn't know any different, right? I tried to do the work, but I didn't know what the equipment looked like, right? That's the point. I know. I didn't think about it, nor did I see them using the book with the work card. You see what I mean? Right. That's another problem. If I don't see them using the book with the work card, I don't know to use the book with the work card either. Sorry, I just added some, what was it? A donut. Got some Dunkin' Donuts, right? Anyway, not advertising or anything. Free advertisement, though, right? I'm not sanctioned by Dunkin' Donuts, right? But like a normal human being, there's a Dunkin' Donuts in Port Wentworth. I might get donuts from, right? All it is. Ooh. But what can I tell you? Do I know you? Do you know me? I don't even know my next door neighbors. That's why I keep referencing them. And what I'm trying to say to the boyfriend is I'm trying to stay over here, not mess with her. I hope she's staying over there with you. I'm not trying to do nothing right now. Trying to mind my business. But I'm not talking about her to say it's really happening, right? I'm saying if it is happening and I don't remember it, why don't I remember it? Because normally I remember sex. Up to now, anyway. I know who I was with, I think, except for the girl in the salon, right? Which, again, I'm talking about that as if she could have came over, but I'm not sure what we did, right? And that's what I keep telling him. If it's a yes, why are you saying it wasn't sex, right? Well, if it wasn't sex, you ain't got to say it wasn't sex, even if I guess if it was sex, right? Yeah,